Have you ever felt like you're running on a financial treadmill? You know, that frustrating feeling where no matter how hard you work, how many vision boards you create, or how many positive affirmations you recite, abundance seems to slip through your fingers like sand. It's as if there's an invisible force working against you, isn't it? Well, what if I told you that this mysterious force might be lurking right in your own home? That's right. The very items surrounding you in your personal space could be secretly sabotaging your efforts to manifest wealth and success. It sounds almost unbelievable, doesn't it? But stick with me, because this revelation could be the missing piece in your abundance puzzle. You see, ancient wisdom teaches us that our environment plays a crucial role in our ability to attract prosperity. Just as a garden needs the right conditions to flourish, your life needs the proper energetic environment to welcome abundance. And just like weeds can choke out healthy plants, certain items in your home can stifle the flow of positive energy and block your manifestation efforts. That's why, in the next few minutes, we're going to embark on a transformative journey. We'll explore 5 things to keep out of the house immediately if you want to supercharge your law of attraction practice and open the floodgates of abundance. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be looking at your living space in a whole new light. You'll discover how seemingly innocent objects could be energetic anchors holding you back from the prosperity you deserve. But here's the exciting part. Once you identify and remove these abundance blockers, you'll be amazed at how quickly things can turn around. It's like clearing a clogged pipe. Suddenly, the flow of abundance can rush in unobstructed. Let's kick things off with something you might not have considered: broken mirrors. Now, I know what you're thinking. Are we really talking about 7 years of bad luck here? But hold on, because this goes way beyond old superstitions. Picture this. You're getting ready for your day, full of hope and positive intentions. You step in front of your mirror, ready to greet your reflection with a smile. But what do you see? A fractured image staring back at you. Now, let me ask you this. How can you expect the universe to see you as whole and complete when the very tool designed to reflect your image is broken? You see, a broken mirror represents more than just a damaged piece of glass. It's a fractured reflection of yourself and your goals. Every single time you look into that broken mirror, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, you're reinforcing a shattered image of your dreams and aspirations. It's like you're subconsciously telling the universe, I accept incompleteness and imperfection in my life. I'm okay with things being broken. But here's the kicker. You're not okay with that, are you? Of course not. You're here because you want to manifest abundance, to attract success and prosperity into your life. So why would you surround yourself with a symbol that contradicts everything you're working towards? Think about it this way. If you were trying to navigate through an unfamiliar city, would you use a map with missing pieces or blurred sections? Of course not. You'd want a clear, complete map to guide you. Well, your mirror is like a map for your self-image and your goals. A broken mirror is giving you incomplete, distorted guidance every single day. But don't worry, because there's good news. This is one of the easiest abundance blocks to fix, and the results can be almost immediate. Here's your action step. I want you to go through your entire house, and I mean every room, and remove any cracked or broken mirrors. Don't just stop at the obvious places like your bathroom or bedroom. Check decorative items, compacts in your purse, even that antique hand mirror your grandmother gave you. If it's broken, it's got to go. Now, I'm not saying you should just toss these items in the trash. If they hold sentimental value, consider repurposing them in a way that doesn't involve reflection. But whatever you do, stop using them as mirrors. Next, replace these broken mirrors with clean, whole mirrors. But here's the important part. Don't just buy any mirror. Choose mirrors that you love, that make you feel good when you look into them. Maybe it's a mirror with a beautiful frame that brings you joy. Or perhaps it's a full-length mirror that allows you to see your entire self, whole and complete. When you look into these new mirrors, really see yourself. See your potential, your dreams, your future success reflected back at you. Use this as a moment to visualize your goals and reinforce your intention to manifest abundance. And here's a powerful affirmation to use each time you look in your new, whole mirrors. I surround myself with clear, positive reflections of my abundant future. Say this with conviction, really feeling the truth of these words as you gaze at your unbroken reflection. By taking this action, you're sending a clear message to the universe. You're saying, I accept only wholeness and completeness in my life. I am worthy of clear, unbroken visions of success and abundance. And trust me, when you align your environment with your intentions in this way, the universe listens. Now let's move on to something that might be lurking in the corner of your living room or forgotten on your windowsill. Those withered, drooping plants you've been meaning to revive. You know the ones I'm talking about. The sad-looking fern with more brown leaves than green, or that cactus that somehow managed to shrivel up despite your best intentions. But before you brush this off as just a matter of forgetful gardening, let me tell you why this is crucial for your manifestation journey. In many ancient teachings, from feng shui to various indigenous practices, plants are seen as powerful symbols of growth, vitality, and prosperity. They're not just decorations, they're living embodiments of the energy you want to attract into your life. So, what happens when you keep a dead or dying plant around? It's like you're unknowingly inviting the energy of decay, stagnation, and lack into your sacred space. Every time you walk past that withered plant, your subconscious mind registers it as a reminder of neglect and unfulfilled potential. It's sending a subtle but powerful message to the universe. I'm okay with things in my life withering away. I accept stagnation and decline. But that's not what you want, is it? Of course not. You're here to manifest abundance, to cultivate growth and prosperity in all areas of your life. So why surround yourself with symbols that contradict your intentions? Think about it this way. If you were trying to get in shape, would you hang pictures of junk food all over your house? Of course not. You'd surround yourself with images of health and vitality to reinforce your goals. Well, the same principle applies here. Your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your reality. Now, I can almost hear some of you saying, but I have a black thumb. I can't keep plants alive to save my life. Don't worry, because I've got solutions for everyone, regardless of your gardening skills. Here's your action step. I want you to go through your entire home and identify any dead, dying, or sickly-looking plants. And I mean really look. Check those high shelves, peek behind furniture, even examine the potted plants on your porch or balcony. If it's more brown than green, if it's drooping sadly, or if it hasn't shown signs of growth in months, it's time for it to go. Now, what you do with these plants depends on their condition. If they're completely dead, it's time to thank them for their service and dispose of them respectfully. If they're dying but might have a chance at revival, consider giving them to a friend with a greener thumb who might nurse them back to health. The key is to remove them from your space. Next comes the fun part, replacing these symbols of decay with vibrant life. If you're confident in your plant care abilities, bring in some healthy, thriving plants. Choose ones that resonate with you, maybe a sturdy peace lily known for its air-purifying qualities, or a lush money tree, traditionally associated with financial prosperity. But what if you're worried about your ability to keep plants alive? Don't fret. There are plenty of options. Succulents, snake plants, or pothos are famously hard to kill and require minimal care. High-quality silk plants can bring the same visual vibrancy to your space without the need for care. Just remember to dust them regularly. Beautiful photographs or paintings of thriving plants and verdant landscapes can evoke the same energetic response. Items like botanical prints, leaf-shaped coasters, or nature-themed artwork can bring in that growth energy. The key is to surround yourself with symbols of vitality and growth, whatever form that takes for you. Now here's a powerful affirmation to use as you bring this new life into your space. My life is filled with growth, vitality, and ever-increasing abundance. Repeat this every time you water your plants, dust your artificial greenery, or simply gaze at your nature-inspired decor. Feel the truth of these words. Imagine that vibrant energy flowing into every aspect of your life. By taking this action, you're sending a clear message to the universe. You're saying, I nurture growth and vitality in my life. I am fertile ground for abundance to flourish. You're creating an environment that aligns with your desires for prosperity and expansion. Now, this next one might hit close to home for many of you. In fact, I want you to take a moment right now and look around the room you're in. What do you see? Is it a serene, organized space? Or are there piles of stuff on surfaces, drawers bursting at the seams, and corners filled with items you haven't touched in months or even years? If you're like most people, you probably have at least some level of clutter in your home. And you might be thinking, so what? It's just stuff. How could this possibly affect my ability to manifest abundance? Well, let me tell you, clutter is not just an eyesore, it's an energy blocker, and it could be one of the biggest obstacles standing between you and the abundance you desire. Think about those piles of unused items, those stacks of old magazines, or those clothes hanging in your closet that you never wear. Each of these items carries stagnant energy. They're like energetic anchors, weighing you down and preventing the flow of new abundance into your life. In many ancient practices, from feng shui to various minimalist philosophies, clear space is seen as an invitation for new blessings. It's like creating a landing pad for the universe to deliver all the good things you've been asking for. But when your space is cluttered, where is that abundance supposed to land? By holding on to things you no longer need or use, you're sending a powerful message to the universe. You're essentially saying, I'm not ready for anything new. I'm still clinging to the past. I don't have room for abundance in my life. Is that really the message you want to be sending? Now, I can almost hear some of you protesting, but I might need that someday. Or, it was expensive, I can't just get rid of it, or even, it has sentimental value. I get it. Letting go can be hard. But here's the thing. When you clear out the old, you're making room for the new. You're telling the universe, I trust that my needs will be met. I'm ready for fresh opportunities and experiences. So, how do we tackle this abundance blocker? Here's your action step, and I warn you it might feel a bit challenging at first, but the results can be truly transformative. Dedicate time to declutter your space, and I mean really dedicate time. Mark it in your calendar. Treat it like an important appointment with your future abundant self. Go through your home, room by room, area by area. Don't try to do it all at once. That can be overwhelming. Start with one drawer, one closet, or one corner at a time. For each item you encounter, ask yourself these questions. Have I used this in the past year? Does it truly bring me joy or serve a practical purpose in my life right now? If I saw this in a store today, would I buy it again? Am I holding on to this out of obligation or fear rather than genuine desire or need? Be honest with yourself. If the answer to these questions is no, it's time to let the item go. Remember, you're not just organizing, you're creating space for new abundance to enter your life. For items you decide to release, sort them into categories. Donate for items in good condition that could benefit others. Sell for valuable items you no longer need. This can even bring some immediate abundance into your life. Recycle for items that can't be donated or sold but shouldn't end up in a landfill. Discard as a last resort for items that don't fit the above categories. As you clear out these items, visualize the new opportunities and abundance that will flow into the space you're creating. Once you've decluttered, resist the urge to fill the space back up. Create open areas in your home, a clear countertop, an empty shelf, a spacious corner. These open spaces are invitations for new energy and opportunities to enter your life. Now, I know this process can bring up a lot of emotions. You might feel resistance, nostalgia, or even fear as you let things go. That's completely normal, but I want you to keep reminding yourself of why you're doing this. You're not just organizing your home, you're aligning your environment with your desire for abundance. Here's a powerful affirmation to use throughout this process. I release what no longer serves me, making space for new abundance to flow into my life. Repeat this as you examine each item, as you fill donation boxes, as you create open spaces in your home. Really feel the truth of these words. And here's a bonus tip. Once you've cleared your space, perform a small method to energetically cleanse the area. This could be as simple as opening all the windows to let fresh air circulate, burning some sage or Palo Santo if that resonates with you, or even just setting an intention for the space. Say something like, "This space is now clear and open, ready to receive all the abundance the universe has to offer." By taking this action, you're sending a powerful message to the universe. You're saying, "I am ready for the new. I trust in the flow of abundance. I create space in my life for wonderful opportunities and experiences." You're literally and figuratively clearing the path for prosperity to flow freely into your life. Now, we're about to dive into something that might really surprise you. In fact, it's an aspect of your home that you might have never even considered as an influence on your ability to manifest abundance. I'm talking about the images you surround yourself with, the artwork on your walls, the decorations on your shelves, even the screensaver on your computer. You might be thinking, wait a minute, how can the pictures in my house possibly affect my financial prosperity? Well, let me tell you, the images we surround ourselves with have a profound and often subconscious impact on our minds, our emotions, and yes, even our ability to attract abundance. Think about it this way. Your mind is like a supercomputer, constantly processing information from your environment. And just like a computer, it operates on the principle of garbage in, garbage out. If you're constantly feeding your mind images of negativity, conflict, or lack, guess what kind of output you're going to get? Let's get specific here. Take a moment to mentally scan the artwork and decorations in your home. Do you have any pieces that depict scenes of war or violence? Perhaps a poster of a gritty dystopian movie? Maybe you have art that showcases poverty or suffering, thinking it makes a powerful social statement. Or it could be more subtle, landscapes of barren deserts, stormy seas, or desolate winter scenes. Now, I'm not saying these can't be powerful or meaningful pieces of art, but remember, the law of attraction is all about aligning your energy with what you want to attract. When you surround yourself with images of lack, conflict, or negativity, you're essentially programming your subconscious mind to focus on these very things. It's like you're sending out a signal to the universe saying, "Hey, send more of this my way, but don't just take my word for it." There's fascinating research in the field of environmental psychology that shows how our surroundings can influence our mood, our stress levels, and even our cognitive performance. Studies have found that people exposed to images of nature and positivity show increased levels of focus, creativity, and overall well-being. On the flip side, exposure to negative imagery can increase stress, anxiety, and even aggression. Now, I can almost hear some of you art lovers protesting. But it's a valuable piece, or it's a famous work, or it has deep meaning to me. I get it. Art is personal, and it can be a powerful form of expression. But here's the thing. When it comes to manifesting abundance, you need to make a choice. What's more important to you, showcasing a particular piece of art or creating an environment that supports your goals and desires? So, here's your action step, and I promise you, this one can lead to some dramatic shifts in your energy and your ability to attract abundance. Set aside some time to take a thorough tour of your home. And I mean thorough. We're talking every room, every wall, every surface. As you go, really look at each piece of artwork, each decoration, each photograph. Don't just glance, really see it and feel its energy. For each item, ask yourself, what emotion does this evoke in me? What message is this sending to my subconscious mind? Does this align with the abundance and positivity I want to attract into my life? If you come across any pieces that depict violence, conflict, poverty, or general negativity, it's time to make a decision. Can you remove it completely? If it's valuable or meaningful, can you move it to a less prominent location or store it away for a while? Now comes the fun part. Replacing these items with imagery that aligns with your goals and the abundance you want to attract. This could include landscapes of lush, thriving nature, abstract art in vibrant, uplifting colors, photographs of happy, successful people, symbols of abundance from various cultures, like the Chinese wealth vase, vision boards showcasing your goals and dreams, positive affirmations or inspiring quotes beautifully displayed. Don't forget about digital imagery. Change your device wallpapers and screensavers to positive, abundance-affirming images. As you make these changes, really feel the shift in energy in your space. Visualize these new images, sending out powerful signals to the universe about what you want to attract into your life. Now here's a powerful affirmation to use as you curate the imagery in your home. I surround myself with images of joy, abundance, and success, attracting more of the same into my life. Repeat this as you remove negative imagery and as you introduce new, positive pieces into your space. Really feel the truth of these words. And here's a bonus tip. Make this a regular practice. Our tastes and goals change over time, so what once resonated might not serve you anymore. Set a reminder to reevaluate the imagery in your home every few months. By taking this action, you're sending a clear message to both your subconscious mind and the universe. You're saying, I choose to focus on positivity, abundance, and success. I am ready to receive all the good that life has to offer. You're literally surrounding yourself with visual reminders of the prosperity you're calling into your life. I want you to brace yourself because this one might seem a bit odd at first. We're going to talk about something that's lurking in almost every home, often hidden in plain sight. I'm talking about old calendars and expired items. You might be thinking, wait, what? How can an old calendar or an expired bottle of vitamins possibly affect my ability to attract abundance? Well, let me tell you, these seemingly harmless items could be secretly sabotaging your manifestation efforts in ways you've never imagined. Think about it for a moment. What do old calendars represent? They're physical reminders of time that has passed, days gone by, opportunities that have come and gone. And expired items. They're literally things that are no longer useful or relevant. When you surround yourself with these objects, you're essentially anchoring yourself to the past instead of moving forward into the prosperous future you're trying to create. Let's break this down a bit further. Imagine you have a calendar from last year still hanging on your wall. Every time you glance at it, even if you don't consciously register the dates, your subconscious mind is getting the message. We're behind. We're stuck in the past. It's like trying to drive a car while constantly looking in the rearview mirror. You can't move forward effectively if you're always focused on what's behind you. Now, let's talk about expired items. These could be medications that are past their use-by date, food items lurking in the back of your pantry that went off months ago, old magazines or newspapers that are no longer current, expired coupons or gift cards you never got around to using, even that bottle of sunscreen from your beach trip 2 summers ago. Each of these items carries the energy of things that are no longer relevant or useful. They're like little anchors, holding you back from fully embracing the present and the future. Keeping these around can subconsciously make you feel like you're always running behind, missing out, or not quite on top of things. And let me tell you, that's not the energy you want when you're trying to manifest abundance and success, but it goes even deeper than that. In many spiritual and metaphysical traditions, the concept of energy flow is crucial for manifesting desires. The idea is that for new, positive things to come into your life, you need to create space for them. Holding on to old, expired, or outdated items is like clogging up the channels through which abundance is trying to flow into your life. Now, I can almost hear some of you protesting, "But I might need that someday," or "It's not hurting anyone just sitting there." I get it. It's easy to overlook these items or to think they're not important. But remember, when it comes to manifesting abundance, every little thing in your environment matters. Your space is a reflection of your inner world, and vice versa. So here's your action step, and I promise you, this one can lead to some surprisingly powerful shifts in your energy and your ability to attract abundance. Set aside a good chunk of time, maybe a weekend afternoon, to go through your entire home. And I mean every nook and cranny. Look for and collect old calendars, including those tiny ones that might be tucked into your wallet. Expired medications, be sure to dispose of these properly. Many pharmacies have take-back programs. Old food items from your pantry, fridge, and freezer. Expired cosmetics and personal care products. Old magazines and newspapers. Expired coupons, gift cards, and vouchers. Any other items that are clearly past their prime or no longer relevant. As you collect these items, don't just toss them mindlessly. Take a moment with each one to acknowledge it and then consciously choose to let it go. You might even want to say something like, "Thank you for your service, but it's time for me to move forward." Dispose of these items responsibly. Recycle what you can, and be sure to follow proper guidelines for disposing of medications and other potentially harmful items. Once you've cleared out all these old and expired items, it's time for the fun part, replacing them with tools that support your journey towards abundance. For example, instead of an old calendar, put up a new one. But not just any calendar. Choose one with inspiring imagery or motivational quotes. Better yet, create a vision board that depicts your future goals and aspirations. Place it where you'll see it every day. Replace old, expired vitamins with fresh ones, seeing this as an act of self-care and an investment in your vibrant future. Set up a system to keep track of expiration dates going forward, seeing this as a way of honoring the present moment and staying current with the flow of life. As you bring in these new items, really feel the shift in energy. Visualize yourself as current, up-to-date, and in perfect alignment with the flow of abundance in your life. Now, here's a powerful affirmation to use throughout this process. I am aligned with the present moment, open to the abundant opportunities each new day brings. Repeat this as you clear out old items and as you bring in new ones. Really feel the truth of these words. And here's a bonus tip. Make this a regular practice. Set a reminder in your phone or your new inspiring calendar to do a quick check for expired items once a month. This keeps you consistently aligned with the energy of the present and the future, rather than the past. Now, before you rush off to declutter your space and align your environment with abundance, I want to share something that's been weighing on my mind lately. You see, as we've been exploring these powerful methods for manifesting prosperity, I've found myself pondering some deeper questions. This got me thinking, what if the key to unlocking true abundance lies not just in our actions, but in our mindsets. What if there are certain ways of thinking that we need to cultivate before we can truly manifest the prosperity and abundance we desire? If you've ever felt that disconnect between your manifestation efforts and your results, then you're in for a real treat. I've put together a special playlist that dives deep into this very topic. Trust me, this is absolutely game-changing material. We'll uncover the hidden mental blocks that might be sabotaging your manifestation efforts without you even realizing it. We'll explore how your beliefs about money, success, and even love might be influencing your ability to attract abundance. I genuinely believe that this information could be the missing piece in your abundance puzzle. It's the kind of insight that doesn't just change your financial situation. It has the power to transform your entire life perspective. So, if you're ready to take your manifestation practice to the next level, click on the video that's popping up on your screen right now.